Mr. Speaker, I rise today to share the story of Corporal Noa Marciano. On October 7th, the corporal was one of more than 240 men, women, children, and elderly who were brutally kidnapped by Hamas terrorists as they stormed across the border from Gaza into Israel. Noa was a corporal in the Border Defense Corps' 414th Unit. She was serving as an observation soldier at the Nahal Oz IDF base in southern Israel, just about a kilometer from the Gaza border. Her position was overrun. Most of her unit's soldiers were female, and they were not provided a sidearm or a rifle to defend themselves. Their duty was to monitor the border with Gaza. On November 13th, Hamas terrorists produced a video showing Corporal Marciano's dead body. She was 19 years old, Mr. Speaker. Last November, in our candlelight vigil on the House steps, I met with Noa's mom, Ada, as we prayed together for her daughter and all the hostages wrongly held by Hamas. It was just the next day she learned her daughter was not a hostage, but a victim of murder by Hamas. That's sick. Her family describes Noa as a girl who loved to dance and sing, enjoyed music and literature, and whose dimples and smile radiated love. My heart breaks for Ada and her family. No family should have to experience this kind of loss due to the reprehensible actions of terrorists. And we know how they feel in this country. We remember viscerally the pain and suffering, murder and mayhem, dust and smell and smoke of 9/11. We know how her family feels. And sadly, while Noa can no longer be released, we remember her and her courage in her defense of the homeland. And I stand here on this floor, Mr. Speaker, demanding that Hamas release all the remaining hostages. Those who've been fortunately released have shared their horrifying experience in captivity, something that they will never forget. America must stand unequivocally with Israel as it works to defeat this terror onslaught and free its citizens wrongfully held by Hamas. Israel has proven its willingness to pause the fighting for hostages and care, but despicably the terror group broke that first hostage deal just as a ceasefire was being put in place. So I call on all nations, all allies, all friends of Israel, and all those nations that have ties with this murderous terror group to press Hamas's leaders to cease military action and free those in captivity.